Hi, my name is Olivia. I've landed just in time to catch another segment of Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers with William Craig III. Today, Mr. Craig will be demonstrating another powerful prompt to help us use AI effectively in our job search. I can't wait to see what he's going to share with us. And the best part is, I can watch the replay on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel at Get Up and Get a Job. Okay, fasten your seatbelts. Mr. Craig is about to take off.
All righty, here we are. And thank you so much, Olivia. Welcome back to those of you who have been following the series, either in person or by watching the replays. And a warm welcome if this is your first time joining. This is Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers. I'm William Craig III, an AI business and career strategist. And today's segment shows us how to make our new skills look like years of experience. Oh my, oh my. Look, if you're new to the series, I have a clear mission to help you move beyond overwhelm and into action. The fact is, people who randomly put out resources with hundreds of AI prompts are well-meaning, but sometimes too many prompts can actually be paralyzing. So Daily AI Prompt for Job Seekers is focused on giving you just one powerful, practical prompt each and every day. Now, no matter how long you've been unemployed, underemployed, or maybe you're just unhappily employed, my goal is to help you run your job search like a well-organized job campaign, one with clarity, confidence, and strategy, using AI as your job campaign manager. Look, if you've missed any of the segments, feel free to visit my LinkedIn profile. There you can watch replays, or better still, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, invite others to do the same. It's called Get Up and Get a Job. That's it, real simple. Just go to YouTube, type in Get Up and Get a Job, click the subscribe bell, and you'll be notified every time I go live or share a video that I believe would be of help to you. All righty, so let's get started. Let's see who has made themselves known in the comment section today. And first up, we've got John Werner. Good afternoon, William and everyone. Happy Tuesday. Looking forward to today's session. So am I. So glad that you're here with me, sir. And thanks for making yourself known. Let's see who else we got. We got Dawn Lewis in the house. Good afternoon. Hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday. Great to have you here, Dawn. Thanks for sharing your time with us. Let's see. Next up, sharing our time today, Shelly. Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, Shelly. So appreciate you. Daniel Velez. Hey, good afternoon, William and job campaigners. Thanks for being here, Daniel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing your time with us and making yourself known. And let's see, TJ Richardson. Good day. Oh, good day to you too. Glad that you're here. Hope it's still sunny in Arizona. Look, we did something really special yesterday, and we're going to follow up today. And let's take a look at this prompt so you can see what I mean. So the prompt says, brainstorm 3 portfolio projects Mary can complete in 30 days to showcase building trustworthy AI for finance workflows with deliverables and success criteria. Yesterday, we took a look at some places where Mary could get some information, and what did we find? One was a podcast. So I went to that podcast to see what they were talking about. And one of the things they were talking about was building trustworthy AI for business workflows. And since we know Mary is in finance, we just popped that in there. See how I did that? And so again, you can do the same thing. Just take out Mary's name, put me in there. Not me, but me. Okay. And whatever it is that you do based on what you found out from yesterday's prompt. All right, let's go on. Finally, explain why portfolios impress hiring managers more than certificates or degrees, and how to present one in interviews so employers say, show me more. I started to put this in here. I started to title this Stop Collecting Certificates and Certifications and Do This Instead. But changed my mind. And so we've got what we've got, but same thought process. Okay. So many people, I mean, gosh, a few years back, a lot of people were thinking about, oh, well, I need to go back to school, get another degree. And some did. And most of them were disappointed that they did that. Because with a certificate or certification specialized in whatever solves the problem for a potential employer, that can go a long way. Why? Because in especially most certification programs, there's a point where you have to prove that you know the work, that you actually have to do something. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do that with degrees, but it takes a lot longer. And so at the end of the day, though, you can collect certificates and certificates and certificates and certifications, but what they really want to know is, do you know how to apply what you learned? Do you know how to use this in a real life scenario? So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how you can actually create your own portfolio based on what you've learned, so that when you go into a screening or an interview, you can speak from real experience. And let's see here. Here's my mouse. So chat, it's on you. What you going to do? All righty, here we go. Let me ask you something. If Mary sat in front of a hiring manager today and said, I understand AI and finance, would they believe her? Or would they lean forward and ask, I lost my mouse again. Okay. Would they lean forward and ask, can you show me? That's where we shift from theory to proof. So very important. I want to drive that nail home today, because it's one thing to gather all of the knowledge, to gather all of the information. It's another thing to show that you know how to use it. All right, here we go. Here are 3 powerful 30-day portfolio projects Mary can build that don't just say she understands AI. They demonstrate it in action. Here we go. Project number 1, AI-powered AR collections assistant. Her goal is to show how AI can improve cash flow without sacrificing customer relationships. What Mary builds: a simple workflow using tools like ChatGPT plus Excel or Google Sheets plus Zapier. The input: aging report, 30, 60, 90 days. The output: AI-generated personalized collection emails, tone adjusted by customer type, follow-up schedule recommendations, and risk scoring. In other words, who's likely to pay versus delay or even not pay. And the deliverables: before and after aging report sample, 5 to 7 AI-generated email templates, professional, firm, relationship friendly. Workflow diagram, how the data flows through AI. And then a short Loom video where you walk through the process, about 3 to 5 minutes. So here we go. The success criteria: demonstrates reduction strategy. For example, could reduce 90-day balances by X%. Shows tone sensitivity, not just automation. In other words, intelligent communication. You're not just blasting the same message at everybody the same way. We talked about that last week in a different way. And then a clear process that could scale across a finance team. And if this sounds Greek to you, it's only because we're using Mary as our fictitious candidate. I had to pick something to create an example, but I need you to know you're going to go in and take the prompt and you're going to plug in your information, as with all of these prompts that I've been giving you. So I hope that's clear. I'm saying that mainly for new folks that might be just joining and going, huh? I don't get it. Because again, the prompt is generic. You can customize the prompt to your situation, and it will give you back the customized information that you need, just like it has done for our fictitious job candidate, Mary Mack, who is an ARAP specialist. All right, on to project number 2, fraud detection and approval intelligence system. Show how AI improved controls, compliance, and risk management. Mary's going to build a simulated AP data set with vendors, invoices, amounts, dates. All of these are pretend. An AI prompt that flags anomalies, such as duplicate invoices, unusual spikes. It's going to suggest approval workflows and identify potential fraud risks. And all of this, folks, is available to you to create using a tool like ChatGPT. Now, here are the deliverables: sample data set, clean and flagged version, AI prompt library, what she used to detect the issues. And again, please hear my heart here. If you're lost on, well, how would I do that? How would I create the prompt library? You get ChatGPT to help you to do that. All righty. Dashboard mockup, Excel or Power BI, and then top 10 risk signals document. So that's really cool because in one simple document, she'd be able to share to say, here are the top 10 risk signals as it relates to fraud. And then the success criteria: identify at least 3 to 5 realistic risk scenarios, demonstrates decision support, not just detection, and shows understanding of internal controls and audit readiness. These are the qualities that they will see in Mary when she does this. And our third and final project, AI Enhanced Financial Insights Dashboard. Show how AI turns raw financial data into executive level insights. This is going to be cool, I can tell. So Mary's going to build a monthly financial data set. And forgive me, I go between data and data. My colleague just messed up my mind with that. Coming up in New York, we said data. And she came up in the Midwest, she says data. So my mind flips back and forth. So here we go. ARAP cash flow. AI generated, she's going to build an AI generated executive summary, plain English insights, high level for those executives, trend analysis, and recommendations. The deliverables: a dashboard, Excel, Power BI, or Google Data Studio, AI generated CFO brief, a 1-page summary, once again, high level, and then before versus after comparison, taking the raw data to getting to the insights, and 2 to 3 strategic recommendations. It's one thing to come up with, here's the problem. It's another thing to come up with, here are some possible solutions. All right. And here's the workflow that shows how we get from the problem to the solutions. And the success criteria here: insights are clear enough for a non-finance leader, recommendations tied to business outcomes such as cash flow, efficiency, and risk, and demonstrate storytelling, not just reporting. Because when you get all of this back, you're able to tell a story. Remember, we had our car, our par, and our star stories. Well, now you're able to tell a story around what you've built and the scenarios that you are, where you are solving problems. All right, so let's talk truth, chat says. Why portfolios beat degrees every time? Degrees say, I learned something, give me a gold star. Certificates say, I completed something, I sat there long enough, and they gave me this piece of paper that says I did that. But portfolio says, I know how to do something to help you right now. Okay. Hiring managers are thinking, can this person solve my problem? Will they ramp up fast? That's another issue, especially with older workers, as well as younger people coming out of the school who generally have no experience. I saw something that the Wall Street Journal put out yesterday. Yesterday or early today, because I've been up a while. But nonetheless, what they were saying was it's looking brighter for kids coming out of school who worked while they were in school. Why? Because of this issue right here. They can ramp up quicker because they've actually had real world experience. So for my older workers, middle-aged workers, guess what? You've got experience. You've got real world experience, but do you have the relevant real world experience that is needed today? So this is what we're showing all three audiences, that if you create your portfolios, get some practice doing these things, you can go into that screening, that interview to say, as well as it's information you can add to your resume, you can add to your LinkedIn profile, you can add to your personal website. All righty. So here we go. Hiring managers are also thinking, can I trust their judgment? And judgment is one key skill, tool, however you want to say it, quality that people are looking for today. Hiring managers are talking about judgment. You've got to be able to have good judgment. Even if you know how to use AI, we got to have that human in the loop that can make the judgment call as to when something needs to be automated, when something needs to be paid attention to by a human. So here we go. A portfolio answers all of those instantly. It reduces risk. It shows initiative. Nobody asked you to do this. You want to prove that you know your stuff. And it proves applied thinking, that you're taking the knowledge that you have, applying it to real world scenarios. So in a world full of talkers, it's the doers who stand out. That's why I have daily AI prompts for job seekers, to turn you into doers, to show you how to make it happen in the real world, so that you're not caught unaware when you go into an interview situation. In fact, you can drive. I mean, if you're like me, you can drive the conversation. You can talk about these things. But let's go on, because I think chat's going to help us out with that as well. So how Mary presents this in an interview. This is where most people miss it. Don't just mention the portfolio, lead with it strategically. And this, okay, we'll talk about it. The positioning script. So you're having this great back and forth, this conversation between professionals. That's what an interview is. And at some point, they say something and you go, ding, ding, ding. This is my time. And you go, you know what? That reminds me of something that I built recently. I wanted to understand just how AI could improve AR collections without damaging client relationships. So I created a working prototype. Let me show you what it looks like. And you just go right into it. You have everything queued up. All righty. I know I shared this story at some point, but some of you may be new, you haven't heard it. But the bottom line is, when I had my breakout job interview, I had been unemployed for a year and a half. And I had that interview, took my computer with me. I created a presentation. I wasn't going in there like everybody else with just a piece of paper to hand them and sit down and no. I had a presentation, and I asked, is it okay? I'm going to be taking some notes. They're going to be taking notes, but again, being polite, I'm going to be taking some notes. And so I have my computer there, and my computer had the answers that I needed to help me. Now, of course, a lot of it was already in me, but where I may have needed help. But when I came back for the second interview, which is, in both interviews were panels. The second interview, there were two panels. And because I had been in the room, I knew that they had a big screen TV. So this time I asked if it was okay if I hooked up my laptop to their big screen, pulled out my HDMI cord out of my bag, hooked it up, and shared with them that I was fully prepared with a presentation for them, and we could walk through it together. And again, I, And I know some of you are saying, but William, you're an A-type personality. That sounds great for you. But I'm just going to tell you, you got to be different but not strange. And I told them that was my theme for our time together. I said, I am happy to be in this position to apply for this role. And I got to tell you, I created a theme for our time together. And basically, it centers around why you should hire me versus the other folks that you've been talking to. And it's because I'm different, but not strange. And of course, left it right there. And, you can see the question marks on their faces. But here we go. It was one of those, boom. Let me show you something that I've built recently. And if you recall, that's the same position where I got the interview in the first place because I had created a video on how I would approach the job if I were the successful candidate. And I included a link to the video in the cover letter. All righty. So here we go. It says share your screen or send ahead of time. Don't send ahead of time. Got a correct chat on that one. Do not send ahead of time. You're going to go in there and you're going to put on a show. You're going to not only entertain them, but it's infotainment. You're going to inform them, show them that you got the goods, and at the same time, they're going to be pleasantly surprised. All right, the power move. This gets offers. After walking through it, out of curiosity, how close is this to what you're trying to improve internally? How close did I come? Now, again, this begs for you to do your research. And, that's, again, more conversation for another time that we just don't have time for. But I've been talking about this all year. All right. So now you've done three things. You position yourself as a peer, not just a candidate. You've invited them into collaboration, and you shifted the conversation from interview to problem-solving session. And when I put together my PowerPoint presentation, I actually changed the colors in the PowerPoint so that it matched the colors of the company. Yeah, I went that far. All right, here we go. Final word. You don't need permission to build that experience. You create it. You don't wait for someone to give you a shot. You show them why they should. God hasn't forgotten you. Some of you are thinking that because it's taking so long. No, he's allowing you to get prepared so that when you go into that next situation, you're going to knock the ball so far out of the park, they're just going to stop looking. Stop. Your next opportunity isn't blocked. It's waiting on your evidence. Evidence. What evidence? Evidence that you are the one, Neo. You are the one. So here's your move. Pick one project, build it in 30 days, show it boldly. Because once they see what you can do, they won't say, tell me more. They'll say, when can you start? Woo, man, got me excited here. Let me go ahead and get this prompt for you all and put it in the comment section. And let me know what you think about what we covered today as a strategy to help you, because that's what I'm here for. And okay, got the link copied. I'm going to put it in the comment section here. And let me go ahead and open up LinkedIn like I did yesterday so I won't forget to pop that in as soon as this is over. So again, I hope I didn't waste your time. I believe I gave you something of value that you can now use to go out and I didn't want to say it, but this is young people say, slay them. Go out and slay them. But if you need a coach to help you on one-on-one basis, I'm going to be doing something, announcing something different here real soon. It's called I'm calling a tiny challenge. So in other words, instead of working with, 20, 40 people in a 5-day challenge, it'll be a one-on-one challenge, 5 days, one-on-one. We're going to start with resumes, and there'll be opportunities to work with me past the 5 days if you'd like to. So I'm just giving you a heads up. You can go to this QR code here. You can go ahead and take advantage of the opportunity to sign up and work with me. And I'll tell you, whatever you do before I do the big reveal on the Tiny Challenge, I'll credit you. I'll credit you. I'll make sure it works for you. All right? Because I'm not here to gouge, not here to take advantage. I'm here to help. I've been sent to help. And as much as I have tried, I'll be honest with you, much as I tried to get away from this, God keeps throwing me back. I throw it out and he throws me back in. So this is what it is I'm supposed to be doing. All righty? And I want to help you. So you got the QR code there. You got the link that's coming across the screen, williamcanhelp.com. And again, I want to make sure that you're well prepared for the next opportunity. In fact, Free AI University, don't forget that. You can make your own opportunities. All right, Free AI University. All right, something popped up here. Let me see what it says. Daniel says, thank you, William. Like the Hamilton lyric, with every word, I drop knowledge. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You make me blush. Can't see it, I know, but I am. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Appreciate that. Well, look, I'm going to get us out of here. Between now and tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, you know what I want you to do. I want you to pay attention to your surroundings as you go about your day. Don't be paranoid. Just watch as well as pray. And if you see something or hear something that seems out of the ordinary, that seems strange, not just different, but strange, say something to someone. Be the difference maker. All righty. And with that, remember these three things. God loves you. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Look to see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Wow, that was fantastic. I haven't been this excited to learn about something since I left basketball. Anyway, Mr. Craig did another great job of sharing an AI prompt that anyone can use in their job search. Be sure to join him every day, Monday through Friday at noon Eastern, on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel called Get Up and Get a Job. You can watch the replays there as well. And while you're at it, share this information with someone you know who wants or needs a new job. I've got to run. My team needs me. But keep up the great work, Mr. Craig. You're providing a great service for the community. I'm going to tell all of my players about daily AI prompts for job seekers with William Craig III.